So I went to go get my hair done today, and the
Dope.
stylist was telling me that her like teenage brother who's 17 started talking to her about his day-to-day life, and she was like, it was really cool and I was really excited that we like opened this door of communication. And then I started getting a play-by-play of everything that happens in his life, including if someone he doesn't like sits next to him in class, I'll get a wall of text messages. And they said that this communication started because them and their boyfriend broke up. Like the brother and his boyfriend broke up. And apparently there was a whole debacle where a third party friend had bought pants for one slash both of them.
What?
They both liked the pants. And then they started trying to get like joint custody of this thrift store $4 pair of
Is
pants.
this like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but gay?
But reverse, but gay, and they're breakup pants. They're cursed. So it started this whole thing where her brother's like, I'm keeping the pants. They don't even fit the ex-boyfriend, so I'm going to keep the damn pants. And the ex-boyfriend saying that he wants the pants, like showing up at their house for the pants. Like weird
Yeah.
shit about these pants. And then she goes on to tell me that this has been going on for a year and a half. They have been broken up for a year and a half, and they are still feuding about $4 pants.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard. It's,
I was
wow.
like, well, because before they told me it had been a year and a half, they said that their brother said it's like it's the principle of the thing. I'm not gonna let them take the pants. And I was like, that's a really weird fucking hill to die on. But after a
Basically a
year and a half,
sidewalk.
like, no, you gotta dig your fucking heels in. Like that is your mountain now. It's not a hill anymore. Your molehill has become a mountain and you need to defend it endlessly. Because if you've been feuding about a pair of jeans that cost $4 for a year and a half, you're never letting go of those jeans. I don't care if they fit you or not. Those are your pants
It's like
now.
Braveheart. Bro, just fucking go. Leave. Move away. What's your problem?
There can be only one pant wearer.
It's not Highlander.
Only one can own the thrift store jeans. I don't know. I get confused. It's the same actor.
No.
It is in my brain.
Highlander had Christopher Lambert and
Oh yeah, that's super not the dude.
yeah,
from
he's
Braveheart.
he's not. Mel Gibson's the guy from
He's got a
Braveheart.
big forehead. Jesus.
He does. Fucking Clancy Brown's in that movie too as the bad guy, and Clancy Brown is like legitimately my favorite actor ever.
Who the fuck is Clancy Brown?
Clancy Brown is in everything, you just don't know it. He's in Starship Troopers. He's Mr. Krabs. He's Mr. Krabs.
Oh shit.
He does a
Okay.
lot of voice work. He's great. He's one of my
What
favorites.
have I seen this man in? It
Uh,
says
oh,
Thor
oh, 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 oh.
Ragnarok behind him.
He was the voice of Surtur, so at the very beginning. But you're thinking of Detroit Become Human. He was the guy in that.
Oh, fuck. Was he the cop?
Yeah, he was.
This man is my favorite man.
I know, right? Clancy Brown's fucking great.
Clancy Brown is the shit. I was like, when you said his name, it rang up a conversation that we had, so I knew you talked about him before, but I could not picture
I talk
why,
about him a
and
lot, to be fair.
well, you talked about him a lot when we were playing Detroit Become Human, because that game is the shit.
Have you ever seen Highlander 2?
No, I have not seen Highlander 2.
Yo.
I've never seen Highlander.
I'm
to be
gonna
honest.
save it. Oh, dude, bro. Next pop culture one
We'll
get.
watch Highlander,
I'll
or
have-
are you going to
no.
explain Highlander to me?
I'll have you watch Highlander and then
Ooh, and I
describe
can
it to
explain
me.
it to you.
And
Yes.
then I'll explain
Love that.
Highlander 2 to you.
Mm.
Oh, that's
I'm
so
hyped. That
good.
sounds
That's so
exceptional.
good. I hope we get pop culture now. Because Highlander's a great movie. It's got the whole soundtrack is Queen. Like Queen did a whole soundtrack for it.
Oh
and it's
shit,
got
are you kidding me?
No, it's fucking amazing.
That's cool as fuck.
It's one of the best movies from the 80s, if not the century. Anyway, to segue away from that, I got a crazy spam call today.
Oh, tell me more. I was wondering when you texted me that you love spam calls now.
Well, no, I used to love
Or
spam calls.
the new style.
I used to love spam calls because like I would kind of just fuck around with them, like, you know, I'd say kind of whatever off the wall shit I wanted, like just to kind of waste their time. And then it kind of changed with robocalls Or
Oh yeah, because you can't fuck with them anymore, and
even
it's sad.
even if you get to a person, like they hang up immediately because they're like, this isn't worth the 17 cents, move on to the next person. Like if they
Yeah.
get an inkling that you're not a senior citizen that's gullible, they'll just hang up. Like they'll be like, hello, how are you? And I'm like, I'm fine. And they'll just click like,
They should
no.
just start the phone call with Margaret, and if somebody doesn't respond in kind, then
So
it's not the right person.
Brittany's been getting these voicemails left by several different robocall numbers saying
Okay.
that, hey, this is Maddie. I'm calling for this person about your address here, about this. Please give me a call back. And then and I'm like, that's not weird. And then she'd like show me 3 other voicemails that are the same message but recorded differently. So it's like it sounds like a real person, but it's super not. So this morning we caught her. She called and I spoke to her.
Uh-huh.
And I realized immediately that this is an AI.
Oh shit.
Like I was thinking, like, did they just hire a fucking somebody on Upwork to like just read some lines and then do it that way? But no, it was an AI because Brittany was talking and the Maddie bot was using her dad's name, like, oh, it was Mike, and then she's like, nope, you got the wrong number, and she kind of went around and then she hung up, and then a different phone number with the same AI called again, and I answered it this time. And I'm, kind of fucking around. And then I start like asking inappropriate questions like, oh, what's your cup size? Oh, what's that turd cutter do? And
Yeah, the usual.
yeah. And she's just like, I will not talk about that. I'm not allowed to talk about things like that. And then I was like asking random shit.
Yeah.
And I asked her like, how do I make chicken soup? And she gave me a recipe.
What the fuck?
She gave me a fucking recipe, and Brittany and I are dying. And then I realized that this is an AI that's just Googling shit.
That's fucking hilarious.
And I'm like, I asked her, how do you get Excalibur in Assassin's Creed Valhalla? And she's like, to get Excalibur in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, what you want to do is you want to get all 11 relics and then head to the underneath the Stonehenge in this area. And I'm like, dude, she fucking... She just Googled it.
Fucking hilarious.
It's the funniest fucking thing. And honestly, I find it hilarious. This is going to get thousands of people fooled. And it's a brand new age for spam calls. And a lot of people are going to get scammed out of money. Don't give your information out over the phone to anybody ever, period, unless you know them.
Yep.
But it is crazy, and I think it's hilarious, and I'm honestly here for it.
I love that. I can't believe you got a fucking soup recipe.
She's trying to, like, scam me, but...
But she's also helping, and now she's invited to Christmas dinner. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I got cornered.
Yeah, it's just wild.
Oh, Jesus. That's insane.
I wonder if we could get her on the podcast. I want to try.
Oh my god, that would be great. You imagine doing an interview with an AI on the podcast. What a magical, fucking weird, goddamn experience.
I hate this century.
It's a weird one, that's for fucking sure.
Yeah. All right, well, we have that podcast at home. And we are welcoming you to this podcast, where I am on brand Gamage.
And I am the last Highlander, Rachel.
And this is our off-brand podcast.
The only podcast to bravely venture into the Highlands and, beat some bitches up.
Highlander,
I was going to do a Dane Cook joke and I got lost.
Just Highlanding about. You've never seen Highlander, it's clear.
Yeah, obviously. We're just like Highlanding about the Highlands, You know what they do in Highlander? They're in the Highlands and they Highland.
I was at the bar and this like fly chick just walked by me, just Highlanding out. And I'm like, dude, look at the Highland on her. And then she was just so...
Bro, she can Highland like a boss.
And she just started Highlanding me in the bathroom. It was crazy.
Oh my god, she Highlanded you after you just met? That's
Each
crazy.
week we play Russian roulette with our success and spin a wheel to find the genre of next week's podcast.
This week we are attempting the fine art of comedy.
Yes, comedy.
Yes.
Because we
What we
we spun the wheel last week or 2 days ago, depending on who you ask, and got comedy.
Yay! Because we don't fail at that every week.
For this week in comedy, I've decided to dive into Reddit more because Reddit is the worst place on the internet and simultaneously
It's just a treasure trove of
a
beauty.
fountain of beauty. And I know that there's the old saying of there's no stupid questions, there's only stupid answers. Well, I'm willing to test that by diving into the subreddit known as No Stupid Questions for honestly some of the dumbest questions I've ever heard. Now, the purpose of No Stupid Questions is not that you're asking a question that is stupid and it's not stupid. No, it's that you want to ask the uncomfortable questions and get an answer without judgment. The question is still stupid, people.
Yeah. Yeah, no judgment should be the name of the subreddit. No judgment for your dumb fucking question. And look, here's the thing, guys. Before we go into this, ask your stupid goddamn questions.
Yeah, do it.
They will help you, but Jesus also understand that sometimes they're gonna sound dumb.
Yeah.
Some of the questions on this subreddit are also not stupid.
Yeah, some of them are legitimate. Like I said, it's really just a place to get an unbiased answer without judgment. That's what it is. Like, these are the things, like, but some of them are the things that you Google at 3 a.m. that you open up incognito browser to ask because you don't want anybody to know that you had just Googled that.
Yep. Would you like to start off, or should I start off with our series of definitely dumb questions?
I have like 18 tabs of this shit, and I mean, they're kind of short though, but I am prepared to table some of them for later.
I don't have 18 tabs, so I'm just going to throw one at you, and then we can dive down your rabbit hole of tabs.
Okay, yeah.
Why does digging a hole at the beach attract guys? Edit. The hole was deep enough for me to stand in it. I needed help to get out.
I don't know. It like summons something in you. I know. Yeah, same thing.
They're just really accessing their primal inner beast.
That's why Minecraft is so good, is because you just want to mine. There's something therapeutic about just like mining in Minecraft or just like digging a hole. I don't know.
Dude, I've dug holes and gotten paid to dig holes. And I gotta say, when you're getting paid to do it, it's not fun.
I bet.
When you're doing it for just a shenanigan, just a brain cell inside your head said, let's do this to shenanigan, it is a little bit more fun. I don't know why it attracts guys, though.
Like I said, something in men. Maybe women want to also, but at the beach.
We're missing the whole chromosome.
No, I'm saying that women want to as well, but like, given the way that they're seen in public, they have to reserve themselves. Or like,
yeah, I have to.
They don't want to
like
get
I'm
themselves
a lady
dirty.
And I don't want to dig a hole in the dirt.
Yeah, you get sand under your nails or something. I don't fucking know. I'm not a chick. I don't know shit about lady, periods.
Therefore,
okay,
I can't act like I want to dig a hole on the beach.
I'm just saying, like look, you mine in Minecraft, you could do that for hours without anybody talking to you. It's something about it.
I have no answer for this, because I feel like I would look at 4 dudes, because this says 3 dudes came up to them while they were digging.
Did said dudes know each other prior to this?
That's a great question.
I feel like that's
literally the
context.
First comment is "We yearn for the mines," and then the next comment is "As do the children." What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. There's no further information about whether the dudes knew.
Yeah, I'm there's probably some, I don't know, just some genetic thing in there that our ancestors dug holes or something. There was the hunters, gatherers, and hole diggers.
This might be why women statistically live longer, is because we look at someone just digging like an inane hole and we're like, I'm not going to waste the energy on that. And that
And
energy goes into living another year of life.
all right, I got one for you.
All right, hit me.
A lot of these like were just posted today, and
Oh my God, that makes me very excited.
yeah, like a lot of like I was going through this morning, and I found a lot of them like that were just posted today, and I'm like, cool. But I have a bunch that were posted months ago, years ago, yada yada yada. This one is posted today. It's, is there water in the ocean?
No,
You don't think so?
definitely not. No, it's just like salt and some fish. But that's how you end up getting like dried fish and jerkies. Like shark jerky is just because they're just in salt. If you leave
But
them
their
there
thing
long
is
enough.
they go deeper into it, and they said, during a game of categories, I had to come up with a word starting with W for something in the ocean, and I thought no brainer, water. But everyone argued that you can't have water in the ocean because it is water. I cannot find a definitive way to say it is or isn't.
What the fuck? Are you
Well, you know,
kidding me?
it's like, you know, it's the
This
same
isn't
kind of
like the water
people.
is wet thing. Because that's a whole different kind of debacle. So don't you even compare the two if that's where you're going.
No, I was gonna say it's like the people that say the thumb, like you technically you don't have 10 fingers because the thumbs aren't fingers. Shut the fuck up. That's stupid logic. Go die. No, the ocean is water, yes, but water is also inside of itself. So
Yeah, it's all touching itself. Like, what the fuck? That's like being like, I don't know, like,
the ocean isn't just water too. By the way, there's like fish and shrimp and rocks and sharks.
yes, if you're like, oh my
And
God.
spooky treasure chests that are like half open, spilling with treasure.
Okay, wait, I have a question for you. If I drained all of the water out of the Atlantic Ocean, we probably wouldn't call it a fucking ocean anymore. So it seems like that's a pretty
No,
crucial ingredient to having an ocean is water being in it.
we
Otherwise,
call
it's
it
a
a.
fucking desert.
I'd say that we call it a series of canyons because the Grand Canyon was a fucking
It's a
water at one
motherfucking
point.
desert. It's a desert with canyons in it.
Oh, this person said,
It's
like, is there
dunes.
oxygen in the air? Yes, there is.
Yeah,
Is
what
there
the
earth in the
shit?
ground?
Yeah, what the fuck kind of logic is that crap?
Yeah, this person makes
Is
another one
there
good one too. It's like you can't have a forest unless it's full of trees, but there's trees in a forest. That's what makes it.
Yes, it's an integral fucking ingredient. Like, if I have a bunch of fucking I mean like I guess the only argument no. I was going to I was going to try to argue against myself and it still doesn't make any fucking sense. No, water is an integral fucking ingredient to it being an ocean. Like a fucking shark doesn't make it an ocean. A fish doesn't make it an ocean. The presence of coral doesn't make it an ocean. Fucking salty water is what makes it an ocean.
A shark does not an
Water
ocean
is
make.
in the ocean. Salt is in the ocean. Yeah, fucking shrimp does not an ocean make. Shrimps is bugs.
This person said, well, I'm flesh and bone, but I definitely have flesh and bone in me as well.
Yeah, what a fucking concept.
Good. To be fair, this isn't the person asking a stupid question. This person is clarifying that he was in the right to his idiot friends, who are indeed idiots.
Who are proposing a stupid concept.
It sounds like they were making shit up to win the game, you know?
No, you're clearly better at this game than them, so they're grasping at straws.
Yeah. This one has no context. It's just the question. If a man proposes to his girlfriend and she says no, is the relationship over?
Okay. Personally, with I'm sure there are some exceptions to this.
Yeah.
I would say if you're in like a stable relationship, you've been there for a while, and you're proposing and have talked about marriage already, and they say no, you should end the relationship.
Yeah.
I think there's like sometimes this happens and people try to see if it'll work out and they're like, "Okay, we can figure it." No. You can't figure it out. They just said no to a lifetime with you.
It's clear that there's differing ideals there, obviously. you both don't want the same thing, and that's important. That's something you should establish early in the relationship too.
Yeah. Do y'all want to get married? Before you ever fucking propose, you should talk about marriage for like a year at a
Yeah.
minimum.
Now, some exceptions would be that a man proposes to his girlfriend after 2 weeks of dating, and she's like,
Yeah.
"No,
Or a
not yet."
17-year-old proposes to his girlfriend. Nah, dog. That no is valid. There are definitely exceptions to that rule, but if you're in like a healthy relationship and that person says no and you guys have already chatted about it, big red flag. Why? Why no?
It's time to get together and discuss what's going to happen next.
Yep.
But more than likely, it's time to break up. That was an easy
Generally
one.
speaking. Yeah.
Also, not a very stupid question.
No, that seems like a very legitimate question actually.
You got any, or should I jump to the next one?
I have a halfway decent one.
Good.
My friend is deathly allergic to garlic.
Ooh,
And right after eating a meal that he made with a fuckload of garlic, he seems okay. Should we tell him?
I'm pretty sure I saw this one earlier,
You probably did.
but I don't have it on my list. That's the weird part.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I read that one earlier on the toilet, and I'm like, huh, that'd be good. And then for some reason, I didn't like
Do you
save
want
it.
me to read the details?
Yes, read the details because I'm sure listeners want to hear it. But it is a good one, and I do have a solid answer for it.
I have a friend with a long list of food allergies. We had him over for dinner 2 nights ago, and I asked my partner to confirm with him his food restrictions so I can cook accordingly. The friend never replied, and honestly, we kind of forgot to confirm anything. I made a dish with a fuckload of garlic, about 15 cloves, which is indeed. Look, I don't bat an eye at like 3, but 15's a lot. What the fuck were you making? He ate our meal, we hung out for a bit, and now it's a couple days later and nothing bad has happened. The friend finally replied to us saying he was deathly allergic to garlic, among other things. He said one bite and he breaks out. We decided not to tell him what he ate days ago. I had a lot of garlic in it. Should I tell him?
Now, the answer is yes. Be like, shit, look, I apologize. I asked to get a list of your things, and the guy kind of was scatterbrained, and I was scatterbrained too, and I completely forgot, and I did make it. But apparently, there was a lot of garlic in there, and I just found out you're allergic to garlic. And this is important because this person might not be allergic to garlic, and this person might need to get a new test done because
Yeah, they
something
might
that
be
was
allergic to something vastly different and they did not realize that it wasn't just the fucking garlic.
yeah. Not to
Also,
mention, human bodies are weird, and you can get new allergies and lose old allergies. Every like 7 years. It's weird.
also, if this person isn't allergic to garlic, you're about to herald them into the most delicious phase of their entire
I
life.
know. Like, just imagine like the look on his face. It's like a kid eating a lemon for the first time, where you're like, dude, I put a lot of garlic in there. Maybe, perhaps, by chance, you might not be allergic to garlic anymore. And just
Bum, bum, bum.
the gates inside of his heart open. Gjallarhorn is called out for him to just enjoy garlic. That's just such a new world for him.
Yeah, that's a
Congrats.
whole experience you can usher into this human being's life.
It's pretty good. But on the other hand, it could also be that this person lied. Like, they were talking to their friend days later, and the person said, dude, there's a lot of garlic in that dish. And they're like, haha, I'm going to fuck with them. Yeah, garlic. He's deathly allergic.
Also, when people cook for me and they accidentally poison me, I don't bring it up because I don't want to make people feel bad because I already feel like I'm inconvenient when I mention my allergy. So there are definitely times when someone has fucked up my food and I just quietly am like, it was very delicious. I'm gonna go shit my pants in your bathroom now.
It's just like, how was it, Rachel? Did you enjoy it? As you're like swelling like a balloon. It was
Well,
good, dude.
Luckily, I'm not that allergic. I'll get itchy and I'll get very sick for several hours. So I just have to be like, pardon me, I'm gonna, rush off to the loo for the next 45 minutes while I cry.
Why do they call it the loo?
I don't know. The French are weird.
Oh, is it the French? Is it a
Yeah.
French word?
I think loo is a French word.
In lieu of? Does that mean in toilet of?
In
Are you
toilet of.
Yeah, in lieu of
In
would
toilet
translate to in
of.
toilet of. Get that tattooed
Origins.
on you. Shrimps
In
is bugs. Bats
in
aren't
in
bugs. In
toilets we
toilet
trust.
of.
In loos we trust.
So I have a new one. Do women usually squat over the toilet seat to avoid touching it?
I think that depends on the person you talk to be honest. Because I don't. I embrace all the butt germs I'm going to acquire. But I know lots of people who do.
Do you not put paper down at all either?
You know what? I'm going to out myself. No, I do not.
You gross.
Yeah, I embrace all the toilet germs. I'm going to. To be fair, if that toilet's fucking disgusting looking, I will not use it or I will clean it before I use it.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Cause I'm not above cleaning a bathroom. If I can reach the fucking chemical closet and it's unlocked, I'll just fucking clean a toilet before I go on it. Cause then I know for sure it's good to go.
Butt cheeks usually aren't like dirty.
No, like unless okay, as someone who's cleaned bathrooms,
Like
butt
if you
cheeks can be extremely dirty, but like
sure.
you'd fucking know. Like someone will leave like a fingerprint, a butt-shaped fingerprint of their ass on the toilet seat if their ass is dirty.
Dust it for prints.
Yeah, you don't need to dust. You can just look at it and I can outline the shape of your rump.
Weird.
Yeah. Well, don't shit all over the fucking toilet and I won't be able to do that. But like,
Yeah, so
but
I do
generally
find
speaking,
shit on
like, what do you do with your ass that makes it so dirty outside of what's between the crack and all of that's getting in the toilet and it's
Yeah.
pretty obvious if it doesn't get in there.
Yeah. Like it's the same as pulling up your pant leg and putting your leg on the toilet seat.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been the same place.
Look, I'm not saying that putting paper down isn't superior or that hovering isn't superior. I just don't care. I don't have the time for it. I'm not going to go through the effort.
All I know is that every time I've been in a public restroom, it is because something bad has happened, and I am there not by choice.
Some misfortune has befallen me.
So I am in there because I had some bad fish, and now I'm in a strange land.
Now I'm leaving my butt fingerprint on this toilet.
I'm like I'm fucking just doubling over. I'm so sweaty and just like dying of being moist. And if I put paper down, that paper is now paper mache on my ass.
Yeah, it's stuck to you forever.
Like like some places use like the 1-ply toilet paper, but then the butt tissue is like half a ply. What's up with that?
Butt tissue is like a 1/4 ply. Like, what is it even protecting you from when just pulling it out of its little fucking home that it comes in rips it in half?
It's literally just there to keep you safe in mind. That's it.
Yeah, it's just there to make you fucking feel better about your life.
Exactly.
Embrace sitting on the have you ever sat on a toilet seat and it's already warm? And I don't mean because it's your bidet at home that warms itself, because that also makes me really uncomfortable.
It depends, because there's some mornings where I'm like, that's a godsend, and other days where I'm like, I could do without this.
No, the thing about it is, I don't have a bidet at home, and I live in the fucking cold-ass woods, so I'm used to my toilet seat being cold unless another human being has sat on it. So when I then go to your house and the toilet seat is warm, there's always the instant thought in my brain initially is, oh God, like this is someone else's butt warmth.
Now,
and then I have to be like, no, the bidet is heated.
Now, I don't want the toilet to be warm. I want it to not be cold. Like the lowest level of warmth is what I want. Because like I know that there's some people out there who like can't shit unless it's like a stone cold toilet seat.
What the fuck? Is
I know,
Stone
man.
Cold
I don't know.
Steve Austin named that because he can't poop unless the toilet seat is stone cold?
I mean, his entire diet is Bud Light, so yeah. Or is it just
Stone
regular
Cold
Budweiser?
shit Austin. Also, Lou is an anglicization, which is a Englishisation of
Are
the
you
French
drunk?
word lieu, which is like the water.
The water.
Yeah.
In the water of.
L apostrophe EAU. Le.
Le.
Le. Yeah, say it like you're disgusted.
Speaking of drunk, I have another one. This one's fun. Could being drunk make you say slurs?
What?
Could being drunk make you say slurs?
I don't think being drunk makes you do anything.
Correct. That's
I
my
think
belief too.
I think being drunk um lowers some inhibitions, as the scientists call it.
Yeah. I used to have a
And
friend that said drunk words are sober thoughts.
which isn't like entirely true. I do think people just like say shit when they're drunk sometimes, but generally
Yeah.
speaking, I would say if you're like spouting crap when you're drunk, you might be close to the vague truth of how you're feeling.
Yeah. This person says
I
that
don't think
they.
it can make you say slurs. I just think you're racist, dog.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, I guess. But like, if
You have prejudice. Oh, unless it was like
if you
you're
get
in a
drunk and
group
start,
of people that are telling you to say it, then yeah, being drunk might like give you some more confidence to actually commit to the concept. But if you're just like, I'm drunk and now I'm gonna say fucking slurs.
this one actually has some context to it.
Ooh, I'm excited. Okay.
I've always wondered this, as I've never been drunk before. My friend is the
Oh my
least
God.
racist.
I'm afraid I'm gonna say slurs.
That's what I was just thinking too. My friend is the least racist person I've ever met. We've known each other since our freshman year of high school. I'm half Native American and half black, and she is white and Asian. A couple days ago, she got really drunk and said the N-word, which threw me off so hard. We were talking about her hair because she had something in it, and she just said, I want to braid your hair, N-word. I figured she was just drunk off her ass. I want to
Bruh.
drink when I'm older, but I'm worried I'll say something like that I don't mean.
That sounds like a solid case of this person somewhere thinks this is okay.
At some level in her, yes, because
Yeah.
it did come out while she was drinking, but it sounds like,
Yes, but on
yeah.
some level you think that's all right, which is why it came out of your mouth. Because I think I can safely say that has not come out of my mouth just because I was drinking.
Yeah, you were on coke last time you said it to me.
Exactly. Now cocaine will make you say weird shit.
Yeah, cocaine will make you say slurs.
Oh my God, this reminds me of there's this person that I met during it was like when like Black Lives Matter was going on, and they said something.
Because it's over now, you bigot.
Yeah, obviously. But they said something like right when it started where they were like, "No, I support black people." And then they followed it up with a story about how them and their younger sibling used to say NIBBA cuz it sounded like it, but it wasn't the word. So she was like, "I'm an ally."
Okay.
And I was like, "Excuse me? I don't think that's how that works."
That's like white people listening to Kanye West and like using ninja instead. And
Oh, Jesus.
that's just, I don't know, it's stupid. Don't say the N-word either, but like trying to sneak your way past the gates and like, I'm still cool.
No, stop it. There's no gate to sneak past. Just sit in your fucking grass.
What
and
do you
chill
think
out.
about that one? I forget what concert it was, who it was, any of that, but I remember that there was this one concert where this rapper invited this girl up to like sing the song with him, and she said the N-word because it was part of the song, and she wasn't black, and everybody got mad at her. How do you feel about that?
I don't know, man. I just don't say it. I'm white.
Yeah, me too, but like I feel like that's kind of,
But that's
like,
the thing is, like,
if you're the rapper and you know that the N-word is in your song and you invite a white person up to sing that song, like, it's kind of a fucked up thing to do. Like, you're testing them at that point. You're putting them on a podium in front of everybody to like test how racist they are.
Yeah, my thing is like I just don't say it, and then ultimately if someone does, like, I don't know, like it's not exactly my space to be the judgment of that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like when they were like removing all of the they're trying to remove all the statues of I forget the word, the Confederate statues, and there were a lot of white people talking about it, and I always thought, like, I don't have an opinion. It has nothing to do with me. I don't care. I don't
Yeah,
know why everybody else cares. That's stupid. Just there's dumb statues of losers. Fucking throw them away. Who cares? It's like a junk drawer.
well, what boggles my mind about that is like, why do you care that it's up?
Yeah.
He's just an old racist dude that's dead.
Well, it's
If we blew up Mount Rushmore, I'd be like, all right, why the fuck do I care? They're old racist men that are dead.
there's something about that about Mount Rushmore was like a sacred place for local Native Americans. I forget the story.
Yeah, like the
but
actual
that's not
mountain.
this podcast. But
Yeah.
People were defending it, saying, "Oh, well, that's our history." They're really just hiding that they're racist pieces of shit.
There's this crazy thing where there's like a whole other side of the history, and you should go to a fucking museum that actually supports the concept of expressing the other half of the history, which is not I am a white man that killed people.
It's funny. I just realized that the people that are saying like it's a part of our history, we shouldn't, just wash it away or ignore it. Those are the same people that are against critical race theory. Have you noticed that?
Yes. Well, and here's the thing:
Isn't
is
that
you're not
weird?
you're not saying we shouldn't wash away that part of history, because like fucking Germany has a bunch
We
of
shouldn't celebrate it,
like
that's for sure.
yeah, they have a bunch of Holocaust museums, but it's not in celebration of the fucking Nazis. There's not a Hitler statue at every single one, and them outside going, "We shouldn't erase this part of history." Yeah, bitch, we all know Hitler did it. He's in the fucking book. It doesn't mean we need to make a goddamn statue of him after he killed a bunch of fucking people. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's again, it's literally just people
The
trying to
mental
like
gymnastics.
hide their racism. That's it.
Yes, of course. I'm hiding my racism behind history.
And that's
I
like
just
the
really
one
think we should have history. Motherfucker, no.
And that's the one silver lining of like all the MAGA-isms going on, is that it really just
The
brought the racism.
isms?
You're
MAGA?
right. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said maggot, like the tiny, like flesh creature that appears when people are long past dead.
Oh, is that different than people who support Trump?
No, they're like about the same.
Exactly. That's why I didn't correct you. Is really it just boiled them up to the surface, and now we could go, hey, look, you're racist. I never knew, but now I do. I'm no longer friends with you on Facebook.
Dude, and here's the fucking thing. We're gonna deep dive for a minute, because god damn it, this isn't comedy, but this is this is our podcast, and we can do whatever the fuck we want. The President of the United States does essentially nothing. Yes, has been shot. What if it happened? Like right after this. Oh my god. No, the President of the United States doesn't do a whole lot of actual anything.
He
but
really doesn't.
But they are a figurehead for what our country, I think, like represents.
Yes.
And so when you elect a shitty racist figurehead, then all of the shitty racist people that live within our lovely country here begin to think that it's acceptable to be shitty and racist in public, because guess what? The president did it. We can do it too.
Yeah, and
I have a black president. I can say the N-word.
Look, like whatever the president is, the president elector, whatever the president candidate is saying he's going to do.
What fucking dystopian world are you living in, the president elector?
Whatever the presidential candidate is saying they're going to do while in office, probably not going to happen
No.
regardless of being left or right. The difference is right is racist, left kind of isn't. And
Yeah, is it
that's
at
really just
least they
it.
pretend to not be racist?
Yeah.
Which here's my thing about modern society, 'cause like you at the very least have the wherewithal to understand your audience. If you're going to be a racist piece of shit, wait to be a racist piece of shit until you're around other racist pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
At the bar getting drunk, then you could say all the slurs you want, apparently.
Yeah, obviously once you're drunk you can say slurs and it doesn't matter.
The whiskey made me say it. Like, the only time it's okay to say these things is prior to knowing that it's not okay. That's it.
Mhm.
And once you're told, hey, it's not okay to say that, then you know. And if you say it after that, then you're blatantly ignoring it, and that's
Yeah,
makes
then
you
you
pieces of shit.
become an asshole.
Mug asshole. Next question.
Yeah, next question. What do you got?
Is it weird to like studying for fun?
You know, I'm going to go with no.
I don't think
Because
it's
I
weird either.
really like learning. So there have been lots of times where I do not give a fuck about studying and I just don't do it. But there's also lots of times where I'm like, this is the most interesting shit I've ever read. And I'm going to read 30 more fucking books about it of my own accord.
Yeah, have you ever watched any documentary ever? That's studying, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're learning.
You're
Learning is
learning.
fun. Now, you could be forced to attempt to learn something you don't want to learn about, and that is where studying is not fun. Like, nobody wants to like learn fucking differentials and be like, ugh, this is aggravating and I just want to go play video games. In the video
Dude,
games, you're learning.
yes. Video games frequently have puzzles. You are learning. You're learning logic puzzles. You're learning you're learning how to read. I got my nephew fuck, they came out right after Breath of the Wild. They revamped an old Zelda game in better graphics. Or
Oh,
it was like a
Link's
similar.
Awakening.
Yes, thank you. Where it's like, it's more of the OG style where you're like a little person running around and you have to read a bunch of the text prompt. That motherfucker was like, I'm gonna learn to read so I can play this game. Which is why I got it for him. Now we're video gaming and we're reading and we're also learning puzzles.
That was a fast one. All right, what stupid give me a no stupid question that's a stupid question.
Okay, this one I think is ridiculous, so I'm very excited to ask it because I'm
Yes.
both appalled and intrigued. Has anyone else ever heard of leaving an, quote, example lobster, end quote, when cooking lobsters?
I have that one up too.
You really?
I do.
Laura, let me read it.
Yes.
For
It's
those who
yours.
haven't heard of it, it's when you buy lobsters to cook by boiling them alive and you leave only one alive. My family always sets the lobster right in front of all the cooked lobsters and makes it watch as we eat all the other lobsters. After that, we put the lobster in a cooler and drive it to the beach and send it back out into the ocean. What the fuck is this? I didn't read this part. The quote unquote joke is that the lobster is supposed to tell the other lobsters of the horrors it saw. What the fuck?
Even if
Has anyone else's family heard of this, or was I born into a family of sociopaths? You were fucking born into a
you're
family of sociopaths.
bar none, it's even okay. Let's pretend for a moment that this lobster can conceptualize what is happening around it and can in fact communicate with the other lobsters when it goes back home to tell them of the horrors it saw. That's still a fucking psychopathic thing to do. Like, and now that we're grounded in reality of that's not happening and the lobster's not talking to other lobsters about this, it's crazy that you think that is happening.
Also, side note, just to talk about lobsters for a minute, when you don't fucking boil them alive in front of their brethren, they live like a stupid long amount of time.
Oh yeah,
And in
like
the
hundreds of
UK,
years.
yeah, the UK and like the I think International Humane Society, they started recognizing that lobsters and octopi are sentient and therefore are not allowed to be like murdered alive by boiling. Like it has to
Yeah.
be a quick and relatively painless death.
I didn't know that about lobsters. I mean, I knew that about octopuses, but
Dude,
not
they live like a
lobsters.
stupid long
Well, I know
time,
that they
and I
live a
think they're
long time,
fairly intelligent.
and they keep growing too. Like we don't even know
Yes.
how big they can get. I've
Yeah,
also
they
heard that
continue molting.
yeah, like they can live like hundreds of years and get just enormous.
Yeah,
And I've also heard that like the bigger they get, the less they're tasty. So stop eating
interesting.
fucking big lobsters. Stop spending a lot of money on it because it's not worth it.
They're not
When we could just
delicious
fucking
anymore.
when we could just see how far we could push nature.
Yeah, just let nature do nature without us fucking interrupting, and we'd have giant lobsters everywhere. That's like zucchinis. If you let your zucchini get too giant, it gets woody. It stops tasting good. There's
Woody.
too much good flavor. It's what it's
That
called.
zucchini's got woody.
No, that zucchini's woody is when it gets too
Give it
fucking
a cold
big.
shower.
It starts tasting like eating fucking wood chips instead of a zucchini.
Oh, it doesn't just get an erection.
No, it doesn't get. Well, I mean, it kind of does. It's just like a
I
really,
guess
really
it is
big
an
erection.
erection.
Yeah, it is an erection. It doesn't have one in itself. It is.
But I mean, like
There's
from any
not water
angle,
in it. It's is.
but from any angle of this situation, it's crazy. Just like even if that's true, that's crazy. It's not true. It's still crazy. Thinking it's true, also crazy. Creating a whole event of like, yes, lobster, we're eating your brethren. Ha ha ha. What will you do? Like, it's clear that you were bullied and have unresolved shit going on in the back of your head. Please
Regardless
seek
of
therapy.
whether that lobster understands what's going on, the fact that you're assigning it the ability to understand what is going on, and then you're choosing to murder it in front of its brethren, and then you release it back into the world to live a haunted fucking life, means you're a creepy weirdo.
It's like the people that kind of pretend that inanimate objects have souls or like minds of their own, and like they treat them differently. It's like the other end of that.
Yeah, it's the fucking psychotic end of that. I mean, I
Yeah.
know it can like roll back to the other side, but Jesus.
God,
What the
it's weird.
fuck? All right, what's your next one?
Oh yeah. Is there a non-harmful amount of time I could be microwaved?
I was going to read that one to you too. That one made me laugh so hard. I feel like no. I feel like there's a reason there's a door between me and the inside of the microwave, and it's because there is not a non-harmful amount of time that I can receive microwaves.
Correct. Like even less than a second is still harmful. It just might not be noticed immediately. It's still
Yeah,
like
exactly.
boiling your blood.
Every time you eat a banana, you're intaking a certain amount of radioactivity. It's just how many bananas will you eat before you die?
The comment, "This is why I follow no stupid questions." Also, the person who said 10 minutes is insane.
10 minutes? That's a lot of time to be microwaved. I'm pretty sure I
Yeah,
could
but
defrost a turkey in like 10 minutes.
no, I hate microwaves. I don't even have a microwave now, but I've
Do you guys
never
really
had
not
like
have a microwave?
well,
Or are you
we
pretending it
did
doesn't exist on the corner of your counter? Because I know there was one there last time I was there.
not last time, no. It's been in the garage for like a year now.
There's no way.
Well, we did get a temporary like microwave air fryer combo for like a minute, but we didn't like it because it's just it's just an expensive microwave with like a shitty air fryer function.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. I remember Brittany talking about that.
Yeah, but I just like I don't like the only thing I've ever used the microwave for is like never leftovers. I'd rather just cook them on the stovetop, but like I'd only use it to melt butter. That's it. Brittany likes popcorn. That's her thing, but otherwise microwaves are just kind of eh. No matter what, your food is like just blazingly hot on the outside. Your bowl is on fire and the middle is still frozen.
Look, microwaves
Dumb.
are convenient, but if you have the time and patience to use an oven or a stovetop, your food experience will be far superior.
I agree. It is literally just faster. That's it. Like I know that to like make a hot pocket, it's like 2 minutes in the fucking microwave. It may be frozen in the middle, but it's still somewhat edible. Whereas it takes half an hour in the fucking oven.
Yes, but half an hour in the oven gives you a crispy, fucking molten hot.
Consistent
Yeah.
product.
Yes, it will not be cold
I
in
don't
the
even
middle. That's
like
for
I don't
sure.
even like hot pockets.
I don't like hot pockets, but now that I can't eat gluten, sometimes I look at a hot pocket and I'm like, damn, I'd get up in a hot pocket.
Every 5
A
years,
chicken bake? I would lose my mind.
dude, chicken bakes are not hot pockets. They're fucking good. Except
Yes, I would lose
chicken
my mind
bakes.
for a
No,
chicken
it's
bake.
okay. It's okay. I'm sure the last chicken bake you had was still, while it was good, they haven't been good for like 10, 15 years now. Like if you go to Costco and you order chicken bake, it's
It's good
not
to
like
know
a
it's gone
fresh.
downhill.
It's a microwave thing. It's they're cutting costs because they refuse to cut the cost of raise the cost of hot dogs, and that's good on them. But it makes everything around it like lower quality.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to know I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, every now and then I order a chicken bake because I used to love chicken bakes, but now they're just like ugh. I could buy the frozen ones and make it better at home.
Yeah. Which, more power to you.
Why? Thank you. I do
I should
require
make
more
a
power.
fucking chicken bake from scratch.
I'm sure it's not hard. It's just like it's like a Caesar chicken gravy with
Yeah, no, I don't think it'd be
cheese.
super difficult.
No, it'd be easy.
I know some good gluten-free bread options. Should I ask
I've
one or
made
should
like
you?
cheesy hot pockets, like just from like Pillsbury crescent rolls. It's super easy.
Dude, just get weird with your food sometimes.
Yeah,
Like, just hodgepodge. Let your intrusive thoughts go.
every once in a while,
When it
like
comes to
just a little
food,
bit, and then
when it
go,
comes to
"This was a
food,
shitty idea."
almost any time. When it comes to interacting with other people, maybe filter them through a screen first. But when it comes to food, and you have some weird fucking thought, like would a croissant dipped in fucking Cheerio milk taste good? Just fucking try it. You never know.
What I like to do is I like to flatten the crescent rolls out, the Pillsbury version of croissants, and then put like a couple different cheeses in there, like a slice of Munster, some sprinkled like pre-shredded Colby Jack, and then like some mozzarella, and then fold it over, and then like crimp the sides like pastry ravioli side, and then like put a little bit of garlic olive oil on top, and then some Parmesan cheese and oregano, and that shit is so bussin'.
That sounds sick as fuck.
It's real
Next time
good.
we do slice of life, we should talk about weird foods we've made.
I think my weirdest one was still the stroganoff burrito.
That sounded so good though.
It was one of the best things I've ever eaten. It made me fucking so sick.
Did it really?
I had turbo diarrhea for several days.
What was your stroganoff made out of that it gave you turbo diarrhea? That doesn't sound logical as
No,
fuck.
it wasn't that. It's definitely like because I I wrapped it in a tortilla, but then I also like. Have you ever had the grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell?
No, bitch, I can't eat the tortilla.
I'm sure, but I'm sure you've seen it where it's just like they fucking they take a
I've
burrito.
literally never heard of a grilled cheese burrito. Is it just like a quesadilla wrap burrito?
No, it's a big burrito, but then like when it gets grilled, they just put like a sheet of parchment paper down and then cheese between the paper and the burrito. So the whole burrito is just like covered in cheese.
Oh, damn.
And I think
Yeah,
that was
that'll
it.
make you shit yourself. The
And
cheese
shit myself, I
is a
did.
good recipe for shitting yourself. Unless you are lactose intolerant, then sometimes it can go the other way, and it's a
I
good
feel like
recipe for constipation.
I feel like I'm like a little lactose intolerant.
Fortunately, when I eat too much cheese, I'll just shit my pants. I will not get constipated because the concept of being constipated is so foreign to me, and it sounds awful.
If you're the kind of person to squat over a toilet when you shit your pants, do you also squat?
Obviously. No, and that's why I don't squat over toilets is because I've spent so much time being like viscerally ill in bathrooms as a kid that if I like I had to fully sit on a toilet and just be comfortable with the concept, because otherwise I would like collapse.
All right, ask me one before I steal it inevitably.
Okay. Oh, I gotta decide. I I'm stuck between two. I'm stuck, but there's four. They're so good.
Okay.
All right, I like this one. How big of a red flag is supporting Andrew Tate? On a scale of, this isn't included in it,
I
but
saw
on a
that
scale
one.
of 1 to 10, I'm not including information. We all know who Andrew Tate is.
Yeah, he's a somebody who lives in Romania who has a fucking prostitution ring going on.
I didn't know he lived in Romania. I just knew he was
He
a
he
fucking
moved to
human trafficking
Romania.
creep.
He moved to Romania to because he admittedly says Romania's loose on their laws and they won't arrest me. But then he got arrested and it
Jesus.
was hilarious. It is a red flag, but I don't think there's the potential that the damage can be repaired. Like the kind of people that follow Andrew Tate are people that are
Open to reverse
very
brainwashing?
very weak-minded. They don't have a word of their own. They're not able to think for themselves, and they think that like, oh, I just need a good pickup line to get chicks. That's what I need. And those are the kind of people
They're
that
like the incel wave of the future. They're an incel,
yeah.
but with a leader.
Yeah. There's a lot of alpha male podcasts that are just gross. But the kind of people that follow this aren't alpha males because fun fact, if you're an alpha male, you'd never say it.
No, you
But
just is.
yeah, the people that follow these people are the kind of guys that don't have the confidence and knowledge to rise above it. And I feel like you can give those people a chance. You can teach these people and they could rise above it. Do you know
Now,
incel was invented by a woman?
the concept of an incel?
Yeah.
That
It
doesn't surprise me.
yeah, because incel is short for involuntary celibate, and
Yeah.
it was a group created by like this woman in college because she's like, I study so much and I do school and work that I just don't have time to date, so I'm
Oh, you mean
involuntary
she set
celibate.
the label for herself and it got applied to a large mass of men?
Well, she created the group and applied the label to herself, yes, and then because she created like a
And then
website
it
for
took
it,
off.
and then it took off, and now it's used as like, oh well, you're just a creepy guy who thinks friend zone is a real thing.
Yeah.
Friend zone
uh,
is mostly like there's 2% of people out there who do it, but it's a concept that doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. If you are trying to get into a girl's pants and she says no, but I want to be a friend, and you're like, well, I don't want to be friends. I want to be more. Guess what? You blew it. Fucking turn and walk away. You can't be friends with that person.
yeah, dude, like, you can't really enter into a relationship without both parties being down. So it's like you never left the concept of being friends unless at the get go you were like, yo, we're either dating or we are not a thing in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Like there's
Uh,
no the concept of the friend zone is such like a shitty fucking way to demoralize other people as just like a relationship, romantic, sexual object to yourself.
yeah.
Don't be
Now,
an asshole.
friend zone isn't real. What do you feel about being on the hook?
I think being on the hook is kind of legitimate in the sense of like if someone is definitely leading you on, like I know people that for like they know they will tell you they are leading you on. Love them to death, but they're very open about the fact that they're like I have told this man I'm leading him on. I am leading him on. I have no intent of ever dating or any otherwise this person. Like that can happen. You can lead someone on if you're not being honest with them. But also like I don't know, in that case, if you're telling someone like this is never going to happen and they're still choosing to invest, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But if you don't tell someone where your head's at and that it's not ever going to be a thing and they choose and they're like continuing to engage, that's leading them on. That's keeping them on the hook.
I've definitely almost been on the hook once, where there's this girl that I was kind of interested in, and we had common interests, and like we just kind of met when I was working, and we kind of just hit it off, and then we were supposed to meet up somewhere, and she stood me up. And then the next day, I did see her like at the same place because it was just a bar, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what happened? You weren't like I didn't see you at all. We were supposed to meet up." And she's like, "Yeah, I know things are complicated. Like I moved here with my boyfriend, but we're not together anymore, and like we're kind of just like we still live together." And then like she turned to like look at something, and I walked away.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Not
good.
for me. Nope. I made
Yeah,
my
I think if
intentions
you're not
clear, and when it was obvious that like this wasn't going to be a 100% thing, I backed out.
Yeah, I think if you're not honest with someone, then it's considered them on the hook. Cuz like
Eh,
even my friend that flat out tells someone like, "Hey, I'm going to string you along and I'm going to flirt with you," and it doesn't mean anything. She's also being 100% honest with you. So I'm like, I don't even know if I can blame her for that.
Some
She's
people
flat out
have
told you.
a weird sex fetish thing about being a piggy bank or an ATM or something. I don't know. It's weird. Some people like to hand their as much cash over as possible to a woman who's not dating them.
Yeah, I've tried to find those people. My sister's friend became a journalist after high school, and I once texted them because they wrote an article about women that did that. And I was like, how do I start that career? They didn't think it was funny. So they sent me a very cold message back, and I was like, oh, I was joking. But obviously that did not
Shit,
land.
I'm not joking. Speaking of red flags, this next one is it a red flag if you're an adult who doesn't eat vegetables?
I was going to ask you that. I'm
We
glad
just
we
looked at the
picked
same
similar ones. Yeah.
we just looked at the same best of list, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
I think yes, it is a giant red flag if you don't eat vegetables.
1000% yes. Unless, I don't know, there's like a rare occasion where originally I think I judged Jared for not eating vegetables, and then he told me that he's tried them several times as a child, as an adult, and he just can't. And I'm like,
Now,
okay. Look, if you tried, I have a little less judgment. If you're just like, I had a vegetable once when I was 4 and now I do not.
now Jared is an anomaly. You can't really use him because he only eats chicken nuggets. Like he doesn't. The
And
man
peanut
is
butter, but
razor thin.
not peanut butter, but no jelly.
Like yeah, I know. Like he doesn't eat sushi. He doesn't like eat a lot of like big things.
But the thing is, he will try them. If you ask him to, he will try them, and then he's just disgusted.
Yeah, like we got pho one time, and he was just like, "Nah,
He
this
was
isn't
like,
for
I
me.
can't.
Nope."
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, this is like greasy soup.
It's fucking delicious soup noodles. What do you mean you can't? Yeah, I don't pretend to understand it, but he will at least try the vegetables, try the new
Yeah,
food, and he just doesn't like it, which is alright. If you try something and you don't like it, that's no harm, no foul.
but if somebody tells me that they don't like vegetables, I assume that they grew up in a boomer household that only steamed vegetables. That's my base assumption.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I did go back and forth between a house that like did a lot of stuff with food, vegetables, and then a house that pretty much served like the blandest thing in the world
Yeah,
constantly because everything was boiled.
yeah,
That
boiled
was
or
it.
steamed.
Like
It's
boiled
like
chicken, and then
ugh,
there was a salt and pepper shaker on the table.
cool.
Delicious.
I mean, there's that whole adage of like white people don't know how to season, and I agree. Most people don't. It's crazy, but I
No,
know that
dude, seasonings will make your whole life flip upside down. You can
yeah,
take the most boring fucking meal to the next level.
you can even like go to the store and look at the fancy seasonings, and then just get one of those, and then just pour it on your vegetables and roast it in the oven instead of steaming it. Like I recommend Slap Your Mamas. It's fucking so good. Like you just sprinkle it
Excuse
on
me?
some Slap Your Mama.
Why am I slapping my mom?
I don't know why you're slapping your mama, but It's like a Cajun seasoning, like a southern kind of like has some spice to it. It's real delicious.
Oh, nice.
But like we like to put it on our Brussels sprouts and then roast it in the oven, and that shit is so good.
I
Uh,
love Brussels sprouts. If you want to elevate your Brussels sprouts, balsamic vinaigrette glaze, and little
that's
bacon
the
nibs.
basic too. I've had some that had like they were in like a glaze with like melted mozzarella, and it was great, but I don't know how to make it.
Ooh, that sounds
That
delicious.
one place in town had it. But
There,
honestly, when I met Brittany, she didn't eat a lot of vegetables. It's not like she was just like eating McDonald's, because that's not what was happening. But there was like a lot of vegetables where she's like, I don't really want to try that. I don't really want to try that. She didn't eat mushrooms at all, but
oh,
once we began our cooking journey, she like learned different things, and she's like, hey, I like mushrooms now. Hey, I like Brussels sprouts now. Hey, I like cucumbers now. Cucumbers is recent. I had to really fight on that one because I love cucumbers.
cucumbers slap. I'm glad Brittany joined the
They do,
fold.
yeah. Like, have you ever had like shrimp cucumber sunamono? Fuck, that's my favorite dish. I get it every time.
Maybe, but cucumber kimchi is one of my favorite kimchis.
Kimchi's weird. I used to work for I like when I was working at the local convenience store. It was owned by like legitimate Koreans from Korea, as it goes. But I remember one time I was like so hungover and had 3 hours of sleep, and I was like there in the morning, and I was like just dying. I was like gross. I was like had the cold sweats. I was nauseous. They brought me down like I guess they were having like a family dinner, like a family get together thing, and they brought me down like a little plate that had like kimchi on it, and I ate it, and I felt 1,000% myself like immediately after. There's something about
Dude,
like
kimchi's
real kimchi,
stupid good for you.
like not just like kimchi flavored ramen, but like real kimchi's like a superfood. I don't know what it is, but I
No, it
just felt
really is.
like, wow, I
Literally,
feel fucking good.
I went to get Korean food last night and I ordered with a cold and the guy was like, "Do you want extra kimchi?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I love kimchi." And he goes, "The owner said we have to give extra kimchi to people so that they can like feel good and feel healthy." It's like, "Fuck yeah, best owner ever."
Yeah, if you don't eat vegetables, I'm gonna say it's not a red flag, because I'm guessing that they've just never been exposed to the right
But like it's a
vegetables
very
correctly
potential red
prepared.
flag.
If they're like, I refuse to eat vegetables, I'll
Yeah,
only
if you don't
eat.
even want to try it, hard red flag. All right, I have one for you.
Yes.
Is it normal for guys not to visit a friend who had a baby?
I think it's normal.
Explain.
Now, I'm not really a kid person, and I know that if my friends had a baby, as a lot of them did, like I don't have
You're
any
not friends
reason.
with them anymore.
That's unrelated, but sure. But I know that I have less of a reason to hang out. Like what? I don't bring anything to the table. I'm like, yep, look at that baby, and they're like, do you want to
That's a
hold it?
child.
Not really.
That's a small human being.
We can't really do the things we used to do with a baby around.
All right, well, the context
You
of
can't you
this,
can't do you can't do lines of coke off a baby's skull.
I mean, you can, it's just frowned upon. Can and shouldn't are two different factors. This one is like they invited their friends to come over and then they didn't, and it's been 2 months now.
Oh shit, was that me? Because I know that I was invited over by somebody who had a kid, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, and then I just didn't.
Yeah, I'm
Look,
like,
it's
have
nothing
you
against
invited
you.
them
I
since
just
then?
like what do you expect me to do around your kid? It's not happening. Like, am I supposed to talk to them? Oh, that's really cool. I'm lying. It's not cool.
Like, what is this thing?
I don't
Why's
give
it got a soft skull? Do I
it's
poke it?
it's your kid. I'm not supposed to take care of it. I'd take care of my kid if I had one. I don't.
You're like, I will not take care of any child other than mine own.
I did once, and I regret it.
Yeah, yeah, I can't answer for all of men, but
You can answer for me. It's fine.
I don't know. If you really want your friend to visit, you just tell him that.
This one's good. As a man, I don't understand how women are attracted to men.
Yeah, we're ugly as fuck. I saw that one too.
Like, that just means
I'm
you're
the
not gay. That's
Yeah,
congrats.
dog. It just means you're very straight, and that's okay, bud. You're gonna be all right. My favorite is when people don't realize that they're like a little gay. And
Yeah.
they'll say something that's like, I just think like, men or women or whoever the fuck they're talking about that's the same gender as them are just like really attractive, but like I wouldn't necessarily like have sex with them. And you're like, that's a little gay, dog.
It's a little gay.
Like straight people don't generally look
And
at
it's
the
okay.
same
It's
gender and have intrigue. They're just like,
it's
you exist.
it's such a vast spectrum. It's okay to be 2% gay.
Yes,
Like,
it's
it's
all
okay
right.
to be like,
Be
yeah,
2% gay. It's fine.
yeah. We're not saying you have to go to the fucking LGBTQ rallies and wear a rainbow flag, but it definitely means stop fucking beating up gay people. That's what that means.
Yeah. On that same vein, what am I supposed to do when at the age of 24 I realize that I am not gay?
I saw that one. um that one is such, yeah, I do have that one up. That was gonna be the next one I asked.
I've been openly gay so long that it would look really weird to my family and friends if I showed up with a girlfriend.
Here's what you do.
What would
Get
I explain? I thought I was gay for 10 years. How do I even go about straight dating?
Pretend to get super religious and just tell people that you've been converted.
I found Jesus and now I kind of like vaginas.
Here's
You
what you
could
do.
you could be the spokesperson for so many like scared straight things. I know that's a different thing, but I think they'd accept it.
Now, what I find in here is hilarious is that I'm looking, I don't find the word bisexual anywhere in here
In
because it kind of sounds like, bro, you might just be bisexual.
No, it says bisexual somewhere in here.
Oh, right, there it is. I'm not sure if I'm
Yeah,
bi
I'm
or
not sure if
what.
I'm bi or what, but I honestly don't think I'd be happy marrying and spending my life with a man.
That's fine. You still might be sexually attracted to men. There you go.
Yeah. You come out of the closet again.
You come out of the
Mom,
closet again.
Dad, I might be dating a woman.
Get a
It's
closet
not
with
a
a revolving
lifestyle we
door.
condone. Yeah, your closet has a revolving door for sure. Just kind of pop in and out as you please.
Uh,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, it's fine. Sexuality is a very fluid thing, and
You're gonna be
honestly,
alright.
just take a page from my book. Just don't even put a label on it. Just whatever, man.
Yeah,
Who cares?
I just is.
Some people care, but like, God, nobody who's real cares.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody who fucking matters in your life is gonna give a shit. They're only gonna care about, hey, does this person you're seeing give a crap about you or nah? Yay or nay?
I know that there's a lot of people too who do harp on bisexuals that are dating women that are like, well, you can't say that you're gay then. You can't say that because
Oh yeah.
you're not
You're
participating
dating someone of
in,
the opposite gender, therefore you're not queer identifying anymore.
yeah, you're
You've
just
erased your own self. What? Doesn't make any fucking sense. I can eat a salad and not be a fucking vegetarian.
yeah. I mean,
Fuck
chicken goes
off.
in salad. I like chicken in my salad.
Maybe I like. I'm gonna stop. Why don't rich people have fat kids?
What?
Why don't rich people have fat kids?
They used to. That's the crazy part. Like back in like hundreds of years ago to thousands of years ago, fat people were seen as being luxurious because you were fat if you were well fed and well off. That was
Yeah.
the only way you could be.
Yep.
But the reason why fat people or why rich families now don't have fat kids is because they have the money to actually have nutritious food. They're able to not have to work and therefore eat shitty microwavable food. They're able to actually have a gym They have the time to actually stay healthy. There's a lot of factors, but ultimately being poor mostly means you're fat.
And also to quote the first comment, the fat parents with the fat kids don't go to the beach.
Oh, because it was this at a beach?
Yeah, this is in my second year working seasonally at a private beach in a wealthy area, and I haven't seen a single fat or slightly chubby kid the whole time. Mostly what you said, but I like that comment also.
Yeah, because I know that there is like a there's like a whole science to it of like
There's literally like food deserts, dude. Like if you can map where grocery stores are, and grocery stores with like high vegetable availability tend to be further away from low income neighborhoods. Like especially for
yeah
Indian reservations, this is an insane concept of they get loaded with like all of the, I don't know, that like snack aisle shit that you find, and that the vegetable section is this like tiny sparse area on the very outer rim of the store.
And you'll notice that the good produce at these places are more expensive than the shitty, cheap, like quick food.
Yes, exactly. The produce is significantly higher hit on your wallet than the fucking Hostess Twinkie
Cupcakes,
that you're gonna
ho
buy.
ho. Like yeah, there's a billion factors at play here.
Snowballs is what I was trying to come up with. But yeah, no, fucking rich people can afford good food and poor people have to suffer to the dregs of whatever is adjacent to where they live, because otherwise you have to take a fucking like hour bus ride to go to a grocery store that can actually suit your fucking needs of shit you can afford. Not to get serious on our comedy
It's
podcast.
a little serious. Uh, this one's
All right, read me
fun.
your next dumb question.
Was there really a game in the 90s where you punch someone when you spot a Volkswagen Bug?
Yes.
There was.
That's it.
Yes.
Yes.
It was also
I started
okay
that.
to punch your friends. It's not
Yes.
okay anymore, and I learned that the hard way, but
Who did you punch that it wasn't okay?
well, like I had roughhousey friends, and then I had like
Yeah,
smart
they literally
friends.
pressed the air out of you
Yep,
until you
but
passed out.
I definitely had like smart, more higher educated friends too that like, you know, I would hang out with. But sometimes the lines would blur for me and I'd be like being a little bit more roughhousey with my smart friends.
Mhm.
But I remember one time like one of my friends was filming me and he's like saying like, and he said like do something crazy, and I like gave the other guy like a tap on the arm. I wasn't full on punching. I was just like bop, haha, and he had to like go to the hospital to get horse steroids
What?
because I guess
What the fuck are
he
you
had
just talking about?
he had a condition or something. I don't know the thing, but like it like really messed with his muscle structure. Which looking back, I'm very skeptical on. I think maybe he was just being a baby.
Yeah, that sounds like some made up fucking shenanigans.
Yeah. Do you think I punched somebody and hospitalized them? Or do you think that maybe this person might be a baby?
No, I think he probably didn't punch someone and hospitalize them as a child who was pulling their punches.
I was in high school, but yeah.
But
Yes.
still.
Yeah, the 90s were a weird time with car punchy games. Nobody knows why.
I tried to punch my mom once for the Volkswagen game, and she got
And she
very
caught
offended.
your hand and went, "Not this time, child," and banished
Not
you to
this
the dark
time,
dimension.
motherfucker, and then gave me a black eye. No, so I tried to punch, well, I punched her one time and she got very upset with me. So then we made a rule that you could only do, we called it Purple Pinto Punch because it was a car that stopped being
Sorry?
made. Well, Pintos were a car that stopped being made. So she was like, you see a purple
something like
Pinto, then you
beans.
can punch me. And I was asking her what the fuck car that was. And when she said it, they don't make it anymore, I was like, all right, that's too far. We don't see purple cars very often. If I see a purple car, I'm allowed to punch you and say Purple Pinto Punch. And she was like, okay, I can accept the terms and conditions of this game. This bitch, the next time we saw a purple car, fucking unloaded and punched my shoulder hard. I was like, damn, all right. She means business. So now that she's like 60, I'm going to destroy her next time I see a purple car.
Oh, did you never see one?
No, we've definitely have, and we've exchanged blows. She's just like, she's getting older now. So
Now's the time
I'm,
to do it.
yeah, I'm going to buy a purple car, and every time I show up, just obliterate her.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Mom? Papa?
All right.
No, she definitely, one time she hit me hard, and I looked at her and was like appalled and startled. All right, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do French gays have their own version of yas? Like, for example, do they say oui?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's some like I was on the toilet bored thought.
That's a shower thought.
Oh, the thing is, like the yas thing is colloquial. That's all it is. It's not in every
Yeah,
country they're saying it.
Yeah.
It's not directly translated either.
But what do excited French gays yell when they're hyped?
Croissant.
A croissant! I'm just start yelling.
Oui, baguette, croissant. That's what they do.
Baguette! I'm gonna roll up into a French club and just start going, baguette! While pumping my fist. Alright, what do you got?
Is it weird that my boyfriend doesn't wear underwear?
No. Honestly, no.
It's not weird that her boyfriend doesn't wear underwear?
No, I don't feel like it's that weird for people to not wear underwear. I feel like it happens more than we think it does.
Rachel, do you not wear underwear?
No, I wear underwear. I've just now met a lot of people that don't.
That's weird.
I don't think it's that weird. Like, I personally don't. But, you know, if it suits you, it suits you.
You are crazy.
I don't have enough pants to not wear underwear when I'm wearing my pants. I wear the same jeans like every other day, if not every day.
That's normal. Jeans don't get dirty. But you're crazy if you're like, I can just like nakedly press my junk against the zipper.
See, you're speaking from a male perspective. But also, yeah, I guess that's valid.
Like if
you're scared of
wearing
zippers,
who isn't?
Well, I've never zipped my penis up into a zipper, so I'm not very scared of them.
Well, I haven't either. That's why I'm scared of it. I've never been like outside and a giant eagle like swoops down, picks me up, and then like takes me away to kill me and feed me to its young. But I'm scared of that.
You're a fully grown adult man who's very tall.
Yeah, it'll never happen.
Fucking like a boat-sized eagle is gonna swoop down and pick you up and feed you to its young?
No, but the thought is scary.
But it's an irrational fear.
Yeah, that's what irrational fears are. Like spiders. I have arachnophobia. Spiders are never going to bite me. I'm never going to die from a fucking Brazilian wandering spider.
To be fair, I also don't like spiders, so that's valid.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I don't fear. Okay, here's my thing. Like, my thing is when I go to squish a spider, I'm like, it's gonna bite me through the tissue paper, which I know is illogical.
Yeah. That's why you double up.
Juliana take them outside and free them.
Oh, she's not
But
afraid of spiders.
I don't look at a fucking eagle swirling above my head and think, oh God, it's gonna take me to its children and
No,
feed me
I don't have that thought ever.
Yeah,
No, I don't. It's just like thinking about it, that is a scary situation that I don't want to be in.
There's a lot of scary situations I don't want to be in.
Yeah, that's fear.
Doesn't mean they're real.
I know, yeah, that's fear. That's why I'm afraid to fucking zip up my dick and if it is in my jeans.
It's fear.
I mean, like, well, I'm like reading the thing. I could see what like shorts or leggings. Those are fine because leggings are basically underwear. It's weird that.
Wait, you think it's more fine to not wear underwear and shorts? I feel like there's a higher ball slippage rate in shorts.
Depends on the shorts, but yeah. Like swimming trunks, those are shorts. You don't wear underwear in your swimming trunks when you're in the pool. That's crazy. Now you've got clingy, wet
Some
underwear.
people wear underwear under their swimming trunks in the pool.
That's weird.
Look, I don't fucking wear swimming trunks, so I don't know what to say.
Me neither. I don't go in pools. They're disgusting.
How do you feel about hot tubs?
I like hot tubs, but it definitely needs to be cleaned regularly, because the nice thing about hot tubs is that it's like pretty much not gross because it's like super hot all the time.
Yeah, which is true.
But I also think
but it is also like human soup.
It is. It's thinking about it is stupid, because what the fuck, what do you do in a hot tub?
You just boil your innards.
You just sit there like you're like, yep.
I don't know. So here's my thing.
How about them Mets?
I like hot tubs because in high school, me and my BFF used to hang out in a hot tub, and we would just like shoot the shit and catch up on life and eat chili, which was also a weird food to choose for a hot tub.
I can't think
what we
of
did.
a worst hot tub food.
No, because something cool and refreshing
chili?
would have been a much better idea. But that's what we had. Chili with hot sauce and cheese
you could
and
also,
sour cream.
Oh my god.
It's like a recipe for bowel problems.
But also, like, getting the chili in the hot tub, that's it. You throw that hot tub out.
You throw the hot tub out.
It's a done hot tub,
well,
no more.
We didn't own the hot tub. Their parents did, so they had to throw the hot tub out, clean it, and refill it every time we spilled chili in it.
There's like a local, I forget who, it's some...
Cafe Mocha.
You know it. Okay, good.
Is the local hot tub place, and I actually really like Cafe Mocha.
Yeah, me too. I've been there a couple times. They've got really good chocolate.
They do. So, for those of you that do not understand, Cafe Mocha, you do not have to know like where it is to understand this concept or to like grasp this concept. Basically in I think the Netherlands. It's like a Dutch country.
It is.
I'm
yes.
unsure of which country. Switzerland.
That's what
maybe?
I was saying.
Swedish.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know which one.
I think it's the Swedish dude.
I think it is too. Yeah.
Basically, there's a business where it's like a cafe, like a true coffee cafe, and then they have a big hill full of like private hot tubs that are hidden away in trees. And you can rent them by the half hour. So there's this place in Humboldt that does a similar thing where it created like it's this really nice like forested garden area with private hot tubs.
Too.
Yeah, it is really nice. And they're made of giant like old school wine barrels. So like they're these huge wooden barrels just cut in half to be a hot tub. But the actual like cafe portion itself makes exceptional coffee and cocos and has really good chocolate. Like it's a really cool, fun concept.
I was honestly worried they weren't going to survive COVID, but they did. Good for them.
I'm not actually surprised as they survived COVID because they're these like separate hot tub areas. So I'm sure they had to do longer cleaning stints in between. But outside of that, like it's this private little area where you're not really like, you're only breathing on the compatriot you brought with you.
I've always wanted to try hot springs though.
Hot springs sound cool as shit.
Yeah. Because it is like,
never been in a hot spring.
It's natural fucking water.
Yeah. It's natural hot water. It's a natural hot tub. It's why God created hot tubs.
All right. This last one is it weird that my 35-year-old friend is waiting for a 17-year-old girl to turn 18 so he can ask her out? Yes.
That's
a stupid
saw
question.
This question. Easy fucking answer. Abso-fucking-lutely. That is weird as shit.
Oh man, he says, quote unquote, a true gentleman waits until they are 18. Gross.
All right, you fucking sicko. They're a child.
That's grooming, and that's not okay. Now, if you're 35 and you're out and about in the world doing Pokemon Go or whatever the kids do, and you meet someone and click with them and find out that they're 18, I think that's fine. That's more fine than like meeting underage girls and waiting for them to turn 18. That's in itself
See, but
predatory.
my beef is like, yes, that's a slightly better situation, but also like if you're 35 and you meet someone that you like vibe with and you find out they're 18, like you have to at some point in that in like further interactions experience them being significantly younger than you, because that is two very different phases of life.
Yeah. But I know that, like,
And at that,
the
like,
older you get, the less it matters. Like,
yeah,
nobody
like
cares if, like, a 68-year-old person is dating somebody, like, 49.
well, and like here's the thing is I feel like there's segments of life that are you're at like similar zones where it's like
Yeah.
okay to be seeing each other, and like past fucking like 30 it's not all that big of a deal. But prior to that, if you're like a 35-year-old dating a fucking 18-year-old, like that is two extremely different sections of life. Like
Yeah.
vastly fucking different. I think if you're fucking 22 dating an 18-year-old, like that's still two very different sections of life.
Yeah, actually.
Like
I
you can
definitely,
go to bars and they cannot. That's two very
I've
different
definitely dated
experiences.
somebody, like, pretty younger than me, like, pre-21, but I was over 21. And there
Yeah.
was a difference in, like, every little thing with us.
Yeah, there becomes a point of contention.
Yeah, but I do feel like post 25, none of that matters. It's
No, it stops being important outside of like if you're a 25-year-old dating a 50-year-old, then yeah, it's like we've gone back to being
yeah.
predatory,
Then
but
it's some Anna Nicole shit, and you're like, what's going on here?
yeah, at that point it becomes like more semantics, but pre 25 there's a lot of different segments of life that you need to kind of go through and process to like be a person,
Yeah,
and let people do that without you being a fucking predatory weirdo.
yeah. Grooming's not okay. That we're taking an official stance on it. I know we're
Yeah,
brave.
we have that podcast at home as stating that grooming is not okay. Shocking.
Uh,
All right, what's
now
your
let's
musical suggestion of the
yeah.
week?
Welcome to we have new tunes at home. This is what I'm going to recommend for this week is Who Was in My Room Last Night
Who was in my room last night?
by the Butthole Surfers.
Oh, that's a good song. I
It's a
was
good
like, I
it's a
know
damn
this.
good song. Yeah, I did a 90s song last week, and then I kind of was just staying in the 90s range. At least I think it's 90s.
Also,
It is,
the
isn't it?
album art for Butthole Surfer, for that particular like album of
Independent
Butthole
Worm Saloon,
Surfers, is
yes.
hilarious.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I feel like Butthole Surfers is 90s esque.
Oh, they're very 90s. It's a 93. Yeah.
Yep.
Butthole Surfers. You know them, you love them, you'd like this song, and if you don't know them, well, that's
You'll
crazy.
love them and you'll like this song.
All right, Rachel, what's your pick?
Okay, I have a song selection for you because I have been wanting to share this with you just because at the very least, I think you'd find the lyrics funny, but I also think you'll enjoy the song as a whole.
Yeah.
Think You the Shit by Ice Spice. Like
Uh,
ice as in the ice cube,
Yeah.
and spice as in I added spice to
Right.
my food.
Yeah, bro, everybody knows who Ice Spice is.
I didn't.
Wow, that's crazy.
So fuck you.
I think I've heard that song
I heard
before,
her
but yeah.
music. I just didn't know who the fuck she was.
Yeah, Ice Spice is crazy big right now.
Yeah, it's the Think You the Shit, but you just a fart song.
Yeah.
And I just, every time I hear that line, I think of you because I think you find it funny.
I do. I do like that song. Is that your song recommendation?
Yep, that is my song recommendation for the week.
If you haven't heard that song yet, that's crazy. Go listen to it now.
Yep, listen to it now.
Right
It'll make
now.
you laugh. You'll
Pause
actually
this
also
podcast.
enjoy it.
Pause this podcast. Go listen to that song, and then listen to Who Was in My Room Last Night by Butthole Surfers, and then come back. We'll wait.
All right. Okay, we waited.
Hey, welcome
How'd
back.
You like
yeah,
it?
how you it was good, right?
Isn't that funny? Bitch, you think you the shit, but you're just a fart.
I know that chord is good too. It's real fucking good.
Butthole Surfers got some sick riffs.
Oh, they do. Thank you for tuning into this nightmare of a fucking episode.
If you liked what you heard or you just fucking hated everything we just said, please like, subscribe, and download on whatever your most favorite is podcasting places. If you'd like us to talk about a thing, you want to recommend a song, or you'd like to ask for our eternal wisdom, please email us at whtpah@gmail.com. That's whoopah@gmail.com. Follow us at We Have That Podcast at Home. All one word, it is indeed spelled correctly, or WHTPAH on Blue Sky. I'm not going to repeat the spitting sound again because I don't feel like it. And next week, we are going to tackle the fine art of. Oh my god, Kiewicz, you're going to be so excited.
Oh my god, it's a pop culture?
It's fucking pop culture.
Yeah! Yeah! Load up
happens.
Highlander.
Everybody get ready to hear about fucking Highlander, because we're about to get into it.
The sad part is that now I have to watch Highlander 2, and I've been lucky enough to not have at this point in my life.
And welcome to the fold.
Go watch
2.
Highlander and write it down, and God, it's such a good movie. I wish I could watch it for the first time again. It has my favorite Queen songs ever. Princes of the Universe and
I'm hyped to hear. I didn't know that was a fucking thing.
Oh yeah, Princes of the Universe and Who Wants to Live Forever are like the two best Queen songs in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were the entire soundtrack of Highlander, so I'm pretty hyped.
Yeah, you will enjoy it. It's good all around.
All right, y'all.
And
well, thank you for listening.
I have to watch Highlander 2, and that's gonna be a thing, I guess.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We will explain to you / listen to explanations of Highlander next time we are here.
God, what a time to be alive. I'm doing a podcast on Highlander.
How many years later?
Well, I've been Off-Brand Gamage.
And I've been Off-Brand Rachel.
Off-Brand Rachel. And that has been We Have That Podcast at Home.
Thanks for sticking around. Love you, bye.